We can use ChatGPT to make really interesting, powerful descriptions, whether you're writing something or you need ideas about how to phrase something you want to say. You can get a lot of great variations using ChatGPT. We're going to walk through how to do this. We're going to look at a few variations. This is actually a very powerful tool for practicing and improving your English. If you have any questions throughout, don't forget to put those in the comments. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to support the channel. And now, let's get into the video. How can you describe things or learn to describe things better using ChatGPT? How can you use it to find alternatives for changing the wording, the tone of something that you've already written? We're going to explore this for descriptions, but I want to mention that you can also do this for other types of writing that you're doing. If you are writing an email to a colleague, if you're writing an announcement, if you're writing an overview of something, you want to consider it like a relationship that you have, a dialogue that you're having with ChatGPT, rather than just throwing it over to ChatGPT and assuming it's okay. You might not like some things it says, you might make some revisions, some adjustments, and you can do that in a number of ways. That's what we're going to explore here, okay? So I'm just going to paste in here a basic description. Well, not basic, I mean a fairly in-depth description. And the description is the team was under a tight deadline to complete a difficult technical project with intricate components, but they persevered through late nights and early mornings, driven by determination and expertise, and succeeded in the end. Well, what if I've got that and, I've asked for a response, but I didn't ask anything. I just pasted it. What if I want this? What if this is too descriptive? It's too formal sounding. All right, so what you can do there when you're playing with this is say something like, rewrite this with a more casual tone, paste. And then you see what you get. So there was this team that had a super hard project to do, and they had to finish it really quick. It was tough with lots of tricky bits and pieces, but they stuck with it through late nights and early mornings. Okay, so this is definitely more casual. But I wanna say make it more urgent and use the first person. Okay, so I don't even need to repaste it. I just give that instruction. Okay, we're on a tight deadline to complete this technical project, and it's a real doozy. There are a lot of intricate components that we need to figure out, and we're burning the midnight oil to get it done. But we're determined to see it through, and our expertise is driving us forward. Failure is not an option, and we're going to push ourselves to the limit to succeed in the end. All right, I think that's actually pretty good. That's less formal than the original, but it does have a bit of urgency there by mentioning the tight deadline, and now it's in first person, so it sounds more like I'm saying it on behalf of my team. Okay, how about asking it to make it shorter and use language for a text message in Slack. Let's just say message in Slack. I think this knows what Slack is. We'll see. Team, tough project, tight deadline, intricate components. We worked hard, burned the midnight oil, driven by determination and expertise. We did it. Yeah, I suppose that's not too bad. But I feel like burning the midnight oil sounds a little bit too... Adding that idiom for a text, I'm not sure if that would I'm not sure if that would work. Okay, let's try this. Make it more detailed. Okay, add more detail. Hey team, I wanted to give you an update on our progress with the technical project. We've been working on this challenging project that requires a lot of intricate components, blah, blah, blah. While it's very long, we've been leveraging our individual strengths. Let's see if it uses the midnight oil. I don't see midnight oil there, so that's good. We got rid of that one. It's a relief to say that our hard work has paid off. Okay, good. So that's interesting. Now we could say, with more interesting syntax. This is one that I love to use. With more interesting syntax is asking it to use more variation in terms of sentence structure. So with more interesting syntax and slightly shorter. Okay? Now slightly shorter means it's not going to hopefully be one sentence. It will just be not as long as this. Team, listen up. We just completed one heck of a project. It was tough with lots of intricate components to figure out and a super tight deadline, but we're determined to get it done, and our expertise drove us. Well, we were determined to get it done, and our expertise drove us forward. We worked collaboratively. What's wrong with me today? We worked collaboratively, leveraging each other's strengths to solve problems as they arose. And now, thanks to our shared sense of purpose, we can proudly say that we've completed the project successfully. Well done, everyone. So if you were trying to think about what we've done. I haven't really done anything. I haven't written anything. If you were trying to get to that very rough description, or not rough, let's say, that very formal sounding description to an announcement that you could send to your team via email, I think this could be a good candidate for a success. I would change a few things. I would maybe change leveraging each other's strengths and to solve problems as they arose. I might copy that specifically, and I might say, reword this. So let's try that. Reword this sentence. Okay, and then I'll give it that sentence. And see what we get. We collaborated as a team using our individual strengths to tackle any issues that cropped up along the way. I think that sounds better. I would probably go with that. For some reason, I'm not crazy about the leveraging our strengths one. Not wild about that, but I think this is now looking better. So I might insert that in. So now you have this process of changing any details, adding anything, and I think it's really interesting. I love doing this process. Figuring out how to work with the machine, try to understand how it thinks, and see what kind of results you can get. You can also start with an outline. So if you want to write something, you have a basic outline of what you want to do. You can give it the outline and then ask it to write several paragraphs or one paragraph. It's pretty interesting. Let's try one more just for fun. The perfect beach vacation. So I gave it this I'm going to give it this long description of a perfect beach vacation. And just to give you a sense of the language, I'm not going to read it. The perfect beach vacation is a dreamy escape from reality, a sun-soaked paradise of pristine sands and turquoise waters, where the only agenda is relaxation and rejuvenation. These days are spent lounging in a hammock or sunbathing on a towel, the sounds of waves providing the perfect soundtrack for lazy afternoons. So this sounds like a travel book or something, right? This sounds like it's too formal. I mean, who's this for, right? So it's an interesting description if you're a travel writer and you want to describe the perfect vacation. But what if you want to describe your vacation that you took? Well, again, you could start with an outline. You could give it the outline. So why don't we do this for fun? Now I'm going to say, turn this description into a bullet point outline. Okay, now we do a bullet point outline, and we get a bullet point outline. The perfect beach vacation is a dreamy escape from reality. Okay, stop. Simplify the bullet point outline. Okay, so we'll see what we get if we get a simpler one. I don't want the sun-soaked. I don't want all of that language. Okay, here we go. This is better. The perfect beach vacation is a relaxing escape. It offers pristine sand and turquoise water. Lounging, sunbathing, lazy afternoons are the norm. Evenings involve fresh seafood, tropical drinks, and loved ones. Nights are spent strolling, dancing, and enjoying warm weather. I like all of these except for the second sentence. So I'm going to delete the second sentence. And what I'm going to do is, now that we have the outline, let's imagine we're starting from the outline. Please write a short blog post. Let me do it actually for real, okay? Act as a well, we could use act as. Let's see. Act as a social media influencer who writes blog posts about travel experiences. Use the following outline to write a short blog post about, then I'll put in quotes, the perfect beach vacation. And then I'm going to include that I spent a few days with my best friends, Nigel and Lily, and we played golf and swam with turtles. Here is the outline. Okay. Okay. Now we see what we get. Let's see what we get. I'm very curious to see. Okay. Hey guys, if you're looking for the perfect beach vacation, look no further. I recently spent a few days with my friends, Nigel and Lily, and we had an amazing time soaking up the sun, enjoying everything that the beach has to offer. We spent our days lounging at the beach, on the beach, sunbathing and swimming in the crystal turquoise waters. We even had the chance to play a round of golf, which was a great way to spend some time outside in the beautiful weather. One of the highlights was swimming with turtles. Okay, so this is a decent starting point. Now, I have some corrections here. I would want to say now maybe make it less like a travel guide and more casual. Okay, so I want another one. I don't want it to be so formal sounding. I feel like if you're looking for, sounds kind of salesy, you know. Let's see. You know what? Actually, you know what I would do here, because I like everything else. I would just delete this part. Delete this, hey guys, are you interested? And I would say, I recently spent a few days at the beach with my best friends, Nigel and Lily, and let me tell you, it was everything we needed and more. So I think what I would do is just get rid of the, are you in need of a relaxing beach vacation? That sounds very salesy. It sounds very odd. It's trying to pitch me something, but everything else looks good. Our days were spent, right? When it came to evenings, we made sure to indulge in fresh seafood and tropical drinks. I may then combine these two because I actually kind of like these descriptions better than this, but I like the first paragraph of this better than this. So you kind of then mix and match, and then once you have a draft that you like, then you can do some manual changes, add some wording, change some wording, remove some things that you don't really enjoy, and then you've got something pretty solid. And this back and forth process, I think, is kind of the new way to write stuff, right? So think about that as a process. I think it's really interesting. I personally enjoy it quite a bit.